asked from this area. So what are the sources of Indian Constitution? You know, Indian Constitution is a bundle of borrowings. Our Constitution Assembly members visited nearly 60 countries and they studied their constitutions and taken the suitable items which are suitable to our nation, our philosophical background, so that major concepts of our Indian Constitution are taken from some other constitution or taken from some other British Indian Act. In this video, we discuss about the sources of Indian Constitution. Before going into the details, we have to remember one thing. The Government of India Act 1935 has its own impact on Indian Constitution because more than 70% of items of the 1935 Act are directly inserted in Indian Constitution. So that 1935 Government of India Act is called as the blueprint of Indian Constitution and the Xerox copy of the Indian Constitution and the main source of the Indian Constitution. So let us discuss various sources of Indian Constitution. So here I am presenting you the world map. Here a few countries you have to remember: America, Canada, France, Ireland, Germany, Britain, Russia, South Africa, Japan and Australia. These countries are very, very important because their constitutions provide us many concepts. So let us see what are the sources of Indian Constitution from each and every country what we mentioned here. Coming to the first one, American Constitution. American Constitution has its own impact of our Indian Constitution. Many concepts were taken from that American Constitution. Here, the concepts are not derived directly. Only the concept is only derived from such constitution. Coming to the USA Constitution, the concepts which we derived from the American Constitutions are preamble, concept of preamble. Here I mentioned American Constitution, preamble, constitution of preamble, fundamental rights, concept of written constitution, impeachment resolution of the president, impeachment resolution of the Indian president, P means president, removal of Supreme Court and High Court judges, independent judiciary system, judicial review, the concept of judicial review, the concept of public interest litigation, PIL, the concept of vice president. These are the concepts, major concepts derived from American Constitution. Concept of preamble, fundamental rights, written constitution, concept of written constitution, impeachment resolution of the president, removal of Supreme Court and High Court judges, independent judiciary system, judicial review, public interest litigation, office of vice presidents. These concepts are derived from American Constitution. And from Canada Constitution, we derived the concepts of advisory jurisdiction of Supreme Court, appointing governors, state governors by the central government, and residuary powers vested in central government, centrifugal form of central government means the strongest form of central government. These things are derived from appointing governors, state governors by the central government, and residuary powers vested in central government, centrifugal form of central government means the strongest form of central government. These things are derived from Canada. Coming to the next one, South Africa. Amendment procedure of Indian Constitution. Election procedure of Rajya Sabha MPs. Coming to the Australia Constitution, we derived many things from Australia. Concurrent list concurrent list, joint sitting election procedure of Rajya Sabha MPs. Coming to the Australia Constitution, we derived many things from Australia. Concurrent list, joint sitting session, joint as per article number 108, joint sitting session, free trade and commerce, From Japan, next coming to the main one more country is Britain. From Britain, we derived many concepts: parliamentary form of government, cabinet system, writs, post of president, office of prime minister, Lok Sabha speaker and deputy speaker, all these things are derived from Britain. Next, coming to Russia, we derived fundamental duties and justice, which was mentioned in preamble. Coming to the Germany, suspension of fundamental rights during emergency. Next, Ireland, directive principles of state policy, election procedure of president, nominating 12 members to the Rajya Sabha by president. France, the concept of republic, the concepts of freedom, equality and fraternity. Next, Britain. Here I'm writing Britain already over. Japan, Article 21, right to live. Procedure established by law. Procedure established by law. And rule of law is derived from Britain. Next, Australia. Okay, these are the main sources we derived from other constitutions. From American Constitution, preamble, fundamental rights, written constitution, impeachment resolution of the president, removal of judges of Supreme Court and High Court, impeachment, independent judicial system, judicial review, public interest litigation, PIL, and vice presidents. These concepts are derived from American Constitution. Canada, centrifugal form of central government means stronger central government, residuary powers vested in central government, appointing governors by central government, advisory jurisdiction of Supreme Court. These things are derived from Canadian Constitution. And Australia, concurrent list, joint sitting session, free trade and commerce. Japan, right to live, procedure established by law. South Africa, amendment procedure, election procedure. Next, election procedure of Rajya Sabha MPs. Coming to Britain, parliamentary form of government, cabinet system, writs, president, office of prime minister, speaker, deputy speaker, rule of law, and single citizenship. Next, coming to France, the concept of republic, the concepts of freedom, equality, and fraternity. And also electing a senior most person as the president to one committee. Ireland, directive principles of state policy, election procedure of the president, nominating 12 members to the Rajya Sabha by president. These three concepts are derived from Ireland Constitution. Germany, suspension of fundamental rights during emergency. And Japan, right to live and procedure established by law. And except these things, many things are derived from 1935 Act. 1935 Government of India Act. 1935 Government of India. Many concepts are derived from this. They are office of governor, and emergency provisions, president rule comes under emergency provisions, president rule, public service commissions, power distribution between state and center means here list 1, list 2 and list 3 means central list, state list and concurrent list. Such things are derived from 1935 Government of India Act. These are various sources of Indian Constitution. So there is a chance to ask one question from this topic. Fundamental duties is derived from USSR, and the concept of justice. Justice means social, political and economic justice. The concept of justice, the concept of fundamental duties are derived from USSR, now it is Russia. Okay, these are the various sources of Indian Constitution. So we are presenting you a mind map based on world map. I am pointing out from where we are taking the various concepts of Indian Constitution. Thank you.